Welcome back to the next episode of MIA Unplugged. I'm Anthony Spitaleri, and guess who's back?
I'm back! Oh my God, thank you guys. I miss you so much. Welcome back to another episode of MIA Unplugged. I am so happy to be back in my beautiful city, Miami. And most importantly, being here to record with my amazing friend.
Boom. Here we are. In today's episodes, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of living in Miami,
My beautiful.
moving to Miami.
So let's roll.
Let's get into it.
So when we get asked all the time, what are the pros and cons of moving to Miami from another state? Mostly we work with a lot of relocation, people who move from other states, New York, California, Texas, you name it, to Miami. People ask us all the time, what are the pros and cons? So what would you say is the first one?
I would say the first one, on the pro side, is that there's the tax benefits of moving to Florida as a whole.
True.
So
Tell us more.
there's only state income tax,
Exactly.
and then that's it. So therefore, it's very business friendly.
Exactly. Like other states, like for instance, New York, California, those are the two states that we get more people from. And one of the reasons why they move to Miami or to Florida overall is because the tax benefits. In Florida, as you might know, we only have federal income tax. In those states, they have state income tax plus federal income tax, which, add up when you are producing money, making money, working for someone else, or being an entrepreneur. If you have to pay double taxation, then, it's a situation. So that's the number one. Number two?
Number two, I would go with that Miami is an international destination.
True.
So what could you find in Miami?
Well, in Miami, one of the things that I personally love the most is how easy it is to travel around the world from Miami. We have so many cultures that we actually being called like a melting pot,
Right.
where like people from all over the world, they will come to Miami and they will find their little hub inside Miami. And when you travel, I
I do.
I
Guilty.
do. I love to travel. It's so easy to go to the airport and go anywhere. So it's super easy to travel from Miami to anywhere in the world. We actually have two airports. We have the Miami International Airport, and we also have the Fort Lauderdale Airport, which is also an international airport.
Right, exactly. And then also, I think Miami as an international destination you can't go wrong when it comes to food.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
it's not as great, I think, in my opinion, as New York, because New York is the ultimate hub of.
Really?
Yes, I know. Sorry, Miami. I still love you. But I think as a whole, Miami is up and coming for sure. There are so many things that have been, even since you've been gone for 3 months, things that are new, places that have closed that also have been staples.
I
But
know.
there is so much growth in the food development. The new list of Michelin was just released.
Yes, it's so funny because when I came back, I started asking my friends, everybody wants to see me, of course. And I go like, okay, you need to take me someplace new because I know a lot of new places have opened up in Miami. So, and yeah, I went to Osabuco the other day. It
Okay.
was very, very good
That
with
one
my
is good.
friend Del. And then I'm going to a new one on Wednesday with my friend Alex. You haven't taken me to any new place?
I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, you did took me to one.
I did. But there's another one that just opened up. It's like this new hotspot on the Miami River.
Okay. So
Was it like
we're
Casa
going.
Neos or Neos Casa something? It's by the
Okay.
same group who did Mila and South Beach.
Oh, I love Mila. It's amazing. And number 3 will be
I would say it's a pro and a con. We'll go with weather.
true. Absolutely true. Tell us more.
All right, so Miami is typically on averages. Miami averages 250 days of sunshine, but at the same time, we also have immense amounts of rain. We also have hot and humid climate,
Yes.
and so I would go with weather. There's great side, and there's also just stuff that you just want to stay inside, do something indoors. I don't even know at this point. Like, what would I do indoors? But
Well, the thing is, you are a very outdoor guy. But for
Yes.
instance, for me, I don't like the heat. Like, I remember at some point of my life, I wanted to learn how to run. And I joined Runners Club.
really,
And he goes like, really? That doesn't match with your
No,
personality?
I was like, where at? Where'd you go? Where'd you start to learn? What was the experience
And
like?
it was so funny because I used to say like, no, I don't like this. Like I'm melting. Like my hair is getting melt. Like no. So yes, the weather can be a cons and it can also be a
Pro.
pro in Miami because like for instance, if you like the weather, like let's say if you're coming from the north side of the United States, where it's like, you know, very, very cold and you want to come to a very um, sunny, bright city, then it will be amazing for you. But also, like in this, like we are recording this in June, and today it's very hot.
Very hot.
It's humid, so you need to be prepared. Like when you go out, you need to be prepared that you most likely are going to sweat. So you also have to wear accordingly. Whatever you're gonna wear is have to be accordingly to the weather. We don't have winter in Miami. Actually, the Miami winter is amazing because it's like kind of chill just for you to dress so cute. But I always laugh when I see women's like with boots only because it's 60. And I go like, really?
You don't need all that.
Yeah, I have done it. I have to say I have done it myself. But then by noon, I have to go back home and then change.
Everyone has the right to look cute, you can say. In their own way.
Exactly. So yeah, weather can be a pro and can also be a cons as well. On the com side number 2.
On the next side, we could go with traffic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, traffic. I mean, ever since Miami continues to grow as an international destination and also a city that everybody wants to be in, Florida as a whole as well. Sure. So traffic is not getting any better.
And also something that I used to say a lot to my friends when Doral started developing, like, 10, 15 years ago, everybody was like, oh my God, new construction is coming up in Doral. And I used to say, ladies, like, traffic and growth, they go together. It is impossible for you to have a city that is growing without traffic because what makes a city grow? The people. And hello, like, we don't fly.
Right.
So we need a car.
Not yet. Yeah, population. Growth
Did you think we're going to fly
traffic.
at some point?
I mean, I hope so.
Can you imagine?
I would love it.
Also, like
but with Miami drivers, I'm not sure how it would go.
Exactly. I was going to say that. Also, when you move to Miami, be very careful because, and a lot of people come from different states and from different cities, from different countries. So, of course, we all bring our own personality. And, of course, that shows when we're driving. So, just a disclaimer.
Yes, we choose when or when not to put the turn signal.
True.
More the latter than the previous. Anyways,
I
might be the only one to use a turn signal.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, I do it sometimes.
And then the third one is the cost of living.
Yes. I have to say that, like, being back from Italy, I can notice that more than ever before. Miami is getting very expensive. So if you are considering moving to Miami, also be aware that, when you go out to restaurants, most likely it's going to be more expensive than other states or other countries. For instance, in Italy, you can have like a great meal with wine and, everything for less than 50 euros. And here with 50 euros, it's just maybe, I don't know, you can have just a basic lunch in a basic restaurant.
Right. I mean, over the weekend I went to Fort Lauderdale to see my family. Mm-hmm. There were 4 of us. I took them to lunch, and it was less than $100. So I was impressed.
Oh my gosh!
It was a deal.
Where did you take them?
Yeah. No comment. Someplace they like.
I went to one of the places that you like a lot here in Doral. I'm not gonna mention them, but it was only a bowl, like a tuna bowl, $46.
Sounds about right.
Crazy. In Italy, I can have like, the appetizer, the pasta, chicken, a glass of wine. I'm not comparing. I'm just, saying.
We like what we like.
Exactly. We like that. Yeah.
So we say that Miami on average is 20% more expensive than the average city in the United States.
In the United States, yes.
But also we can call that the sunshine tax.
True. I like that.
Yeah. I didn't coin that one. I got that from somewhere else. From somewhere else. Could have been ChatGPT.
You're very creative today.
And then just 2 points for the cost of living is the homeowner's insurance and also the utilities, because we live in such a hot and humid climate
Yes,
that the utilities will be more expensive than somewhere else.
for sure.
And that's it.
But overall, when you are considering moving to Miami, for me, coming from Dominican Republic, which is my beautiful island, it is such a great place to live because it is so much that you can do in Miami that, of course, at any other city, you will have pros and cons. But overall, Miami is just a beautiful city full of great energy, amazing vibe, people coming from all over the world to Miami. And even when I was in Italy, people were saying like, "Oh my God, we'll die to go to Miami." So every time somebody told me that, it was like, "Oh my God, that's my city." So if you're looking to move to Miami, we are here to make that dream come true for you.
Absolutely. So this has been an episode of MIA Unplugged, sponsored by MIA Unplugged, of course. And I'm Anthony Spitaleri, and this is
Luz, I'm Luz Abreu, and super happy to be back.
Wow.